Hello and welcome to another update video about the NASDAQ. We take a look at the 4-day chart first, just to give you an orientation of where we are. We are pretty close to completing a 5-wave pattern from the October 2022 lows. This is an ending diagonal. It's a 5th wave and could mark really a long-term top on the NASDAQ chart. See this in a similar way to the S&P 500, which we're also updating regularly. But yeah, what is the move here from these lows? Well, it's an ABC structure here in wave 1. Then we had a wave 2, another ABC in wave 3, a wave 4, and this is also an ABC in wave 5. The problem with the move from the October 23 lows, it's really nearly unprecedented. On the SPX even more so, because the move, let me just zoom in a little bit and then go to detail, because the move from the October 23 lows really happened without any deeper setbacks. There wasn't really any deep pullback which could have given us very clear landmark, a very clear landmark on the chart. We need those deep pullbacks to really have confidence about a wave count. So it is in similar ways to what I've said on the SPX, about the SPX chart as well. We do have a count, yeah, and I think it fits very well into the entire move, the entire 5-wave pattern from the October 22 lows. So it's an ending diagonal, and therefore the 5th wave here that started in October 23 is also an ABC structure, as every subwave in an ending diagonal should be. Yeah. However, it is not a high confidence count. So I would not be surprised if in the end something different might be playing out. And that just has to do with that fact, the problem that we didn't get any deep pullbacks. For example, here it would have been nice to get a deep B wave. That wave 2 was okay, could also have been a bit deeper, you know. This here is actually not too bad. The SPX is even worse in terms of no real pullbacks. Nevertheless, this entire structure here, what is this? Okay, it's very, very difficult. You can count this, but the problem is with a structure like that, I can give you 5 or 6 counts. So yeah, it's a bit tricky, but that's just sort of as an introduction to the NASDAQ. The idea is that we completed this A wave and the B wave. Well, the B wave bottomed probably in December. And then we are now moving up in this 5-wave pattern, wave 1, wave 2. Wave 3 probably finished here. Then a wave 4 is currently unfolding, and we could see one more high in wave 5 before we put a long-term top in place. It's interesting that also some of the stocks that I'm following, for example, Meta, Netflix, Nvidia, a few of the tech stocks, Amazon as well, more or less, but quite a few of the tech stocks, they only basically need, one more higher low in a wave 4 and one more higher high. And there is a good potential that they then complete their structures and they put in, let's say, more or less a long-term top or at least a substantial top. And we could see a deeper pullback afterwards. The NASDAQ is very much in line with that, where it's currently working on this wave 4 and could get one more high in this wave 5, maybe towards the 19,000 points region. So if we then zoom in further, the idea is that in this circle wave 3 of the C wave, the market topped here on Monday the 12th. And now let's zoom in further, 30-minute chart. So we've had this C wave to ABC structure to the downside, which we consider a larger A wave, then a B wave rally, and now we could be in this C wave down. Now on, when was that, Friday? I think on Friday I made a video about the structure to the upside, considered it an ABC structure and highlighted that it would be great, or at least it's expected, in the primary scenario that we see this C wave to the downside. I just have to change slightly, just move the waves for that. And we'll see how it's going to play out now on Monday. Yeah? The idea is that, we had an A wave, probably, possibly even here actually a 5-wave move in wave A, but it doesn't make a difference really to the analysis now. A wave down, a B wave, very choppy rally basically, yeah. And now this C wave down. Here we had pretty much, now if I go to the 5-minute chart maybe even, we have pretty much a 5-wave move in this wave 1. The problem is it's not the cleanest 5-wave move. We would have a very small 1-2 setup up here, a 3, a 4, and a very much extended wave 5. That is not really great in terms of giving us confidence as to what happens here. But we then had a choppy wave 2. And here also, I mean, difficult to count this move down. Doesn't appear to be finished yet, but it made a slightly lower low. So the idea would be that we carry on to the downside as we're heading into the new trading week. There might be a bit of a bounce. Nothing is happening in a straight line. Given that we have, and now I zoom out a bit, that we have now pulled back to the trend line, okay? But my point is that, or my view is that as long as we stay below the Friday high, or this swing high at least, at 17,902, I'd like to see it follow through with this structure. I mean, it is technically possible that this wave 2 gets, for example, that would be a scenario where we get a bit of a bounce, that the wave 2 is still unfolding and it's sort of unfolding as a flat structure. That's something you need to consider. So maybe it's not this swing high which is important, it's really the B wave top there at 18,030 points. And if the wave 2 has, however, topped, then we can calculate a target for wave 3, and we take the length of the wave 1, go to the high of the wave 2, and typically the 1.38 extension is an ideal target. Then we get the 4 and the 5, which could reach 17,400. That, funny enough, is also the ideal, generally an ideal target for a 4th wave pullback. The 38.2 retracement level, pretty much at the same value there. That's what I'm watching. So that means, yep, there is a potential for a bit of a bounce. If there is one, I would probably first consider an extension of wave 2 because the microstructure is a bit strange there. But then if we get a break below the trend line, that would confirm further this pathway to the downside, and we could head towards the 38.2 retracement level, which is an ideal target for a 4th wave. So that looks good at the moment. I keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 as well as regular updates about stocks, please check out the Stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.